Dr. Harissa. This is Coco, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation on second graders, specifically math. Um, my standard is comparing two three-digit, numbers based on the meanings of the hundreds, the tens, and the ones value, as well as using the less than, greater than, or equal to sign. And we will be recording our results with comparing them, seeing if the students are able to put the symbols together with understanding the place values of the numbers. My classroom environment consists of 15 students. And of my 15 students, we do have 2 students who have IEPs for math and learning disabilities, or math learning disabilities, sorry, as well as 1 student who is an English language learner. I am the lead teacher. I'm going to be teaching a gen ed classroom. And I also have one sped teacher that will assist for the 2 students that have a math learning disability and the 2 IEPs. I will be the one instructing the English language learner student. And for them and their support, both groups, me as the student, the special education teacher, are provided to basically be able to give them time, amplitude amount of time to be able to do their activities, be able to do every single material that is going to be taught, as well as having the choices of many materials given to them. And lastly, always having time for them to be advocated and be very hands-on with them. We all about accessibility in terms of materials, in terms of the activities, which I will explain once we start this lesson. And um, in this lesson entirely, we will be getting into the idea of place value, so letting the student know the ones, hundreds, and tens, knowing the differences, and being able to use a place value chart. I will be also using the base 2 blocks. I also have visuals that I will be showing, which I've made myself, ones, tens, and hundreds, which will be very helpful for students. And obviously, being able to use symbols along with that. So yeah, let's get started. Good morning, friends. Today we're going to be transitioning into math. I will be playing our math song. This is a sign for you guys to get ready to the learning circle. And I want everybody with steadfast feet, calm bodies as we transition. Thank you, everyone, for having such a calm body and such a strong start to our morning. We're going to head into math. We're going to be learning about our symbols and comparing those to big numbers. Now, Miss Coco, what does that mean? Well, our main objective is being able to recognize our place values. We have our ones and tens and 100-digit numbers that we're going to dive in today. We're also going to identify symbols such as the greater than, less than, or equal to, and compare those in our place values. That is a lot of information to take in one day. But if I can remember last week, we've already had an insight as to what we can do. We learned about number lines and 2-digit numbers. And if you guys need a reminder, give me a show of thumbs up, little middle, or a thumbs down if you guys remember knowing your number lines and understanding your 2-digit numbers. Thumbs up says middle, thumbs down. I'm seeing a lot of mixed answers, and I'm glad. This is a good thing. We're going to be diving into it more. I know you guys are all going to get into it at the end of the class. Excuse me. We're going to get into the idea of 2-digit numbers because we already know 1-digit numbers from our number line, right? Two-digit numbers. Two-digit numbers has a tens place, which is indicated in red, like this, and a ones place, which is indicated in blue, like this. My question for you all is, which number is greater based on our little 10 block syllables here? I've provided a visual printout for every single one of you guys to see. Which is greater? Can I get a silent hand? That's correct. 67 looks more greater because there are 6 of these 10 blocks. The answer is 67. Everybody is very insightful today, and I love the enthusiasm. Let's keep that up. What are place values? Speaking of, I keep hearing place values, Miss Coco. What does that mean? That is a good question. Place values are these little guys. I like to think of them as my little place value buddies, and everyone's going to have each of these when we do our activities, just to help you guys out. We have ones, which is just one little single individual. I think of them as like one little sad friend that needs to be friends with the 10 groups. This is a group of 10 ones, meaning one of these make 10 of these make up one full red block. Isn't that cool? You guys see it, right? Imagine this. 100 of these guys make up one green block. Just like how 10 of these red guys make up one block. So all in all, they're together. What are the differences? Can I get a show of hands? I need 3 volunteers. What you guys can see as a difference. Everyone is very, very energized today. I love the enthusiasm. All very insightful thoughts. All of them are also correct. Not only are they different in color and size, but value. And I love that word, value. We have found out that this is the 1 value, the 10 value, and the 100 value. As an example here, you guys can see 67, we have 6 tenths, so 6 of these little friend guys, and 7 of these blue guys. As you guys know, we all know that they go hand in well together. But we also see 100. And someone, a helping hand friend, tell me, what does the 100 mean? 10. No. Is it 10? 100. Thank you for correcting me. That is exactly correct. We have 3-digit values now. 167, right? As we look at our place value chart, correspondent to my visual that I have printed out for you, we have the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. Let's keep that in mind when we get into our symbols. I like to think of these symbols as an animal. What do you guys think when you look? If everyone can do this gesture with me. What does this look like to you guys? Oh, it does look like a bird, right? Maybe it looks like a bird because it looks like it's quacking, or a duck. I love that. That is very creative. Maybe next time I can call it a duck. You're right. An alligator. An alligator, which can also be a duck. If you guys want it to be a duck, you can also make it a duck. But an alligator is what a lot of people commonly know it as. But honestly, you can make it whatever animal you want. I like to think of them as little vicious animals that are trying to eat the bigger numbers because that's what they do. We have 3 symbols that we're going to try and learn today, guys. We have a greater than symbol, a less than symbol, and an equal to symbol. Something that you guys need to remember when we're dealing with these symbols, because they look very much alike, is that the mouth of the alligator always tries to eat what? Does it eat the little number or the big number? What do you guys think? The big number, that is correct. Anytime the mouth is trying to eat the bigger number, that's how you know it's big. Let's hypothesize for a minute. Is this true? Is this statement true or false? I need a show of thumbs down or a thumbs up. I'm seeing a lot of mixed answers, and I love that. Let's get into why it might be true or false. I'm using my tens and my ones block here. We have a tens and our ones. And in 34, there's 3 of these 10 blocks and 4 of these ones. Whereas in 67, we have 6 of these blocks and 7. Which number is greater, do you think? 34 or 67? 67, that is correct. Very, very good. 67 is the right greater number. But now we have to since we know our place value now, using our visuals, using our knowledge, that 67 is greater. Do you guys think that this symbol is true or false? Can someone help me? What does this symbol look? If we go back to our key here, what does this symbol look like to you guys? Yes, it looks like the less than sign. Let's identify the less than sign. The less than sign is facing which direction, left or right? Right, yes. So if this is less than, let's try and translate this. Which number is less than? 34, right? 34, it looks like the mouth is facing towards the 34. What did I just say about the mouth? It wants to eat the bigger number, right? Is 34 the bigger number here? No. So what could this equation mean? Greater than. Very great. You persevered and you were very resilient. Awesome job. This equation is saying that 34 is greater than 67. Can I get a thumbs up or thumbs down if this statement is true or false? It's false. Everybody did really well on that. We're going to do one more comparison. And I need you guys to do this with a show or thumbs down or thumbs up on your chest using your 10 blocks, your ones block, and your hundreds block, which in this case you don't need. You only need your tens and your ones. I need hands of thumbs down or thumbs up. Which one do you guys think? Actually, not a thumbs down, a thumbs up. A, B, or C. Show up to 1 to 3 hands. I love this. The answer is A. Any friends that answered A, what does that symbol mean to all the other friends that might have trouble? That is correct. 54 is greater than 37. That is correct. For any friends that are confused, well, we have the mouth always eating the bigger number. And I also have a little cheat sheet for you guys once you guys are there. And now we're going to get into our activity, friends. We have 3 activities: number line, activity, technology station, and number card station. So we're going to have 10 minutes each, about, I think, 5 students in every activity. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Dr. Nursa, for watching. Right after this, all the students will integrate out of the learning circle, and we're going to get into our 3 activities. Obviously, the students that have English language learner, that specific student will be with me. Most likely, I will have them do number card station first. If they need number line activity, they can also do that. I will have them do technology station last, but it's up for the student's preference as well. And for the special education teacher, they will be handling the students with the IEP of the math learning um, um, of the students that have the IEP, sorry. And they will be the ones also doing activities on side. We're giving them amplitude amount of time to do that. And yeah, we will go around doing assistance for them. But thank you so much. That is all for my presentation. And I also had to quickly put them all together to kind of hit every single pinpoint of my objective. So yes, I'm also sorry for my voice because I'm very sick. But thank you.